Hello, Hussein. Hello.
Yes, sir. Okay. One person has joined. I am there.
Yeah.
And I've already given the WhatsApp that they should join because sir is waiting.
Okay.
We
No.
can start
Yes.
also.
Yes. See, what you have done in last class, you have done.
I did up to median mode. That was the last class.
Okay, see. After the median mode, there is new topic called a dispersion, right? Dispersion is what? Dispersion is like similar to that one. No, not similar. It is like we have to find the variation in that, right? So there are different methods to find the deviation, right? Like you can say the distance between the variables, right? For example, let me take a three series, right? All three numbers are 100, 100, 100, right? So the average is adding all these and divide by 3. That means we get the average 100, fine? Second case, take value 50, 100 and 150.
Okay.
So average is.
So you have this data in front of us. This is the string.
Yeah, average is same now because 50 plus 100, 150 plus 150, 300 divided by 300. Average is same, 100. Similarly, let me take a third series. Number is 1, 59 and 200. Same case, average is 100.
Yeah.
So in these three series, average is 100.
Average is 100. Yes.
Right? But we see the difference in the data. In the first series, all are 100, so that means there is no variation between data. Variation, fine. In the second one, 50, 100 and 150, that means there is some difference between the data.
Between the data, yes.
One is 50 and some is 150. So there is a difference of 100 in between that, right? So what this means, that means there is some variation among data. Similarly, in the third, what you have seen in the third? In third, one is 199 and 200.
199, 200.
So there is much deviation.
Yeah, a lot of deviation is there.
A lot of deviation is there. Right. So in this case, the different variation is much more. Right. So this kind of difference we study in this variation.
Okay.
Right. So this we study in this in this variation, right? So there are the different methods for finding the variation, right? So,
well, how much the average variable varies from the mean variable?
yes, you can see, right? Now, The dispersion, right?
Yeah, this is dispersion. Yes.
So in dispersion, there are different methods to find this range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation, right?
Yes, sir. You please just just teach this one.
Give
Very,
this.
very
See,
important. Very, very important.
right. Range is what? Range is maximum value minus minimum value. The coefficient of range is this. Maximum value minus minimum, maximum plus minimum, right? For example, this is the data.
Variable values, 5 values.
Wait. Let, for example, this is the data. So maximum value is 175.
175, yes.
And minimum is 139.
139, yes.
Right? Put kar diya. What?
Maximum minus minimum.
Yes.
Achha.
That's
okay. Divided by maximum plus minimum.
वो coefficient of range right? Similarly, quartile division or semi-quartile range. Interquartile range, the formula for interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Quartile is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. And coefficient of QD is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. Right? We have already done the quartiles in the last chapter. But either formula put karna, that's it. We get the value. Or kuch nahi hai. Percent of range short. Mean division. See, mean division, mean division is, there are different methods to find the mean division. We can find the mean division with the help of mean or median or mode, right? Median or mode. Generally, when nothing is mentioned, then we always use the median. Mean division, right? So, इसका formula देखो क्या है? See, the formula is check this formula, this one, right? So this is what this is summation of f frequency modulus of x minus mean, right? Usually x minus mean x bar. This is the mean division from mean. अगर हमें निकालना है mean division from median, then we use the median here instead of x bar, right? If we find from mode, then we use the mode. But if they ask for the mean, either mean or median. If nothing is mentioned, then we use the median always. Yes, right? अब ये क्वेश्चन है the mean division from median, right? So हमने पहले median निकाला जो हमने already we have done the formula, right? With that formula we get the median 46.43. Now find the mean division, right? तो mean division के लिए हमारे कितना है 46.3. अब देखो यहाँ पर एक कॉलम बनाया x minus median और उसको मॉडुलस में ले लिया. मॉडुलस that means all the values which comes negative we have to take the positive value, right?
Oh, अच्छा.
पहला देखो in the x is 5 x और इसका MD कितना 46.3 minus 46.3. So आंसर आएगा 41.43 नेगेटिव में, right? But we have to take the positive value, so we have took the positive value. So in these, all these are having positive values, right? Okay. The next step is f into this. F को multiply करती है इससे, we get this value. उस फॉर्मूले में put कर दिया 1/n summation of f minus this इसमें put कर दिया, we got it. That's it.
When nothing is mentioned, at that time we will take the median. Median. That is conventional, no? That is conventional. Conventionally, we take median.
Yes.
If we can take mean, there will be difference.
Yes. Answer is different. They mention that find the mean deviation from mean. If question is asked, find the mean deviation, then use median method. That's it.
Okay.
Now, standard deviation. Standard deviation के generally we write whether the sigma, that is a under root of 1/n summation of x minus x bar whole square. So this is for the frequency distribution. This is a direct method. We can also use the shortcut method. वो भी आगे बता देता हूँ मैं shortcut method in this example. This is the shortcut method. Right? This is the, see this symbol. This is symbol sigma x square. Right? This is a sigma. Stand for the standard deviation. Sigma square is called the variance. This is the formula for the variance, right? So, अभी जैसे इसमें तो स्क्वायर रूट हो जाएगा सिग्मा इसमें स्टैंडर्ड डिवीजन में, राइट?
हाँ ये
और इसका स्क्वायर हो जाएगा तो वो रूट का साइन हट जाएगा.
अच्छा अच्छा, हाँ उधर स्क्वायर हो जाएगा तो उड़ जाएगा. ठीक.
हाँ अभी क्वेश्चन जनरली see in this example, find the standard deviation. You form like example. Right? Find the mean and standard deviation, right? Mean तो बता ही दिया हुआ. Standard deviation के लिए first of all find the d. D वही बताया था ना, x minus assume mean upon h. H is
x minus.
हाँ तो इससे हमारा d निकल आया. इससे हमारा ये d निकल आया, right? So okay, now फिर एक कॉलम निकाला f into d, एक कॉलम निकाला d square, f into d square, d का स्क्वायर करके उसको
ये सब पहले निकाल लेना होगा.
ये निकालना होगा.
ये निकालने से तो
हाँ तो फॉर्मूला इज h under root of fd square upon n minus fd का होल स्क्वायर. h is in this case h is 10, h हमने 10 लिख दिया, ठीक है. स्क्वायर रूट fd स्क्वायर इसका टोटल 127, इसका टोटल 127 लिख दिया अपॉन एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी का टोटल दैट इज 75 हियर माइनस fd is comes to 27 of 75 स्क्वायर. सिंपलीफाई किया गेट दिस वैल्यू, दैट्स इट. राइट? ये क्लियर है?
पहले ये टेबल में ये सब कैलकुलेशन के लिए बैठाना होगा. हाँ. उसके बाद फॉर्मूला में देने से
बताना होगा, सब बताना होगा. ठीक है. अब मैं नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ, कोरिलेशन. Correlation. Right now, correlation क्या चीज़ है? Correlation is the that is relation between two variables. This is kind of a relation between two variables, right? What it means that the relation between this in definition says when the relationship of the quantitative nature, the appropriate statistical tool for the discovering and the measuring the relationship and expressing in the brief formula is known as a correlation, right? So correlation is an analysis of the variation between the two or more variables. Correlation analysis contributes to understanding of economic behavior, aids in the locating the critically important variable on which the others depend. देखो है क्या? Correlation is the relation between the two variables. Like जैसे we can study the relationship between two variables, right? In journal, see in journal, what you have seen. Let me take a general example. एक बारिश हुई, right? बारिश हुई तो टेम्परेचर क्या होगा?
टेम्परेचर कम
होगा. जैसे बारिश बढ़ रही है टेम्परेचर कम हो रहा है, right? Means one variable is increasing and second variable is decreasing. Right? So इसकी स्टडी जो होगी, what is the relation between those two variables? Which is correlation.
Between the temperature and rainfall
yes.
in millimeter or something like that.
Yes. Right. Similarly, in context of medical, you can say
smoking and lung cancer.
Yes, smoking and lung cancer. Fine. Similarly, in the pharmacy, the use of some specific salt is helpful in curing that particular disease, right? So that means what we have seen, if they increase the salt and impact of that salt on that disease, right? We study this correlation. इसी से ही पता चलता है in the research that at what level we use these things.
For example, in ORS, we have lots of electrolytes. So when the electrolytes are increasing in the body, the diarrhea will be coming down. I mean the stool frequency will be coming down.
Yes.
So two variables are there. Numbers of stools.
No. See. For the electro ORS is mainly helpful because during that, I don't know, I'm not of the medical student, but that I know that it helps in that means the salt or water which you lose during that diarrhea will compensate that thing. Am I right?
Yeah. But there is a type of diarrhea which is called osmotic diarrhea.
Okay.
In that case, if you what really happens is that we increase the sodium chloride component of the ORS solution. So the more the sodium chloride is there, then the excretion of the stools will be coming down. This is one of the techniques which W has used in the creation of ORS. But too much increase of sodium chloride will again lead to again diarrhea.
This is kind of relationship we find in those things.
Yeah,
like ORS and diarrhea, like similar to that, right?
There are many examples, sir. In case of obesity.
Yes.
If there is, if the obesity is increased, but that can also be done. That if the obesity is increased, then the cholesterol will be also increasing.
Yes. So this is like that.
Yes, sir.
The disease and risk factor.
Disease and
risk factor.
Yeah, that is also a good example.
And in similar way, disease and for the pharmacist, disease and quantity of salt, right? So he can measure that how much quantity he added and what is the impact of that salt on that particular disease, right? So it's still helpful in the research work, right?
Yes.
Types of correlation. The first one is positive and the negative correlation. If the values of two variables deviate in the same direction, right, then it is called a positive.
Good.
If it is in the opposite then it is negative. Fine.
So positive and negative same direction.
Yes, positive, same direction, negative, same direction. Sorry. Positive is when, positive is when both goes on the same direction. Matlab, it means if one value is increasing, second one is also increasing. If one value is decreasing, second one is also
अच्छा.
Right.
Equivalent direction.
हाँ, negative में क्या होता है कि if one is increasing, second one is decreasing, or one is decreasing, one is increasing, like that, right?
Okay.
Linear and non-linear relation. This is the if the graph of two variables goes in the straight line, then it is a linear. If it is not in the straight line, then it is non-linear. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now, method of studying the correlation. Now, method of studying, right? The first one is the scatter diagram. Second one is Carl Pearson. Third one, leave that two-way frequency table bivariate. Third one is rank. Only you have to study these C's. That's it, right? First of all, scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is like diagrammatical representation of now. See, this is what we have done in our course. This is a simple correlation, right? Simple correlation is study of two variables only. Fine, study of two variables. Like initially I told that rise in rainfall. First one is rainfall, second one is temperature. So we have two variables only, right? So name them. One is X series, second one is Y series, right? This is easy to understand all these things, right? Okay. If we plot the graph of those two variables, X and Y, if it goes in the straight line, we call that perfect positive correlation, right? This type of graph is in straight line.
So you have taken one variable in the x-axis and the other in the y-axis.
Y-axis.
So suppose the temperature is coming down with rainfall.
See, I'll tell you. This is a perfect positive correlation. That means both are increasing. If one value is increasing,
okay.
Right? If they are increasing in the particular manner, in same pattern, right? एक बड़ा वो भी एक बड़ा वो भी एक बड़ा वो पांच बड़ा like that, right? So if you plot the graph of that, it will go straight line. ये straight line जो एक dots दिखा रही है, right?
ठीक है.
Adjoining this is a perfect negative correlation. हाँ. एक बड़ा एक कम हुआ, एक बड़ा एक कम हुआ, दो बड़े दो कम हुए, पांच बड़े पांच कम हुए, like that, right? So वो एकदम एक straight line वो नीचे की तरफ आएगी straight line. This is a perfect negative correlation. In the low degree positive correlation, values are increasing. Values are increasing because it is a positive. Positive क्या होता है वो नीचे से ऊपर जाता है. Increasing. But thing is that if we draw an imaginary line, जैसे ये इन dots को अगर मैं add कर एक draw करूँ जो इनको join कर दूं, it is a straight line, right? ठीक है?
Yes.
You're right. Positive में it is a straight line. Similarly in the negative also.
Straight line.
Straight line, right? So अगर मैं इसमें एक straight line draw करता हूँ, all these points are far from that line, right?
Yes.
दूर होंगे. from that particular line, all the points are far from that line. This is called the low degree positive correlation. In the similar way, low degree negative, similar way, right? नीचे की तरफ line किया, all these points are far from this. Now come to the high degree positive correlation. If we draw a straight line, then points are very close to the straight.
Each other, yes.
So this is a high degree, fine. Similarly,